Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to update the work/volunteer section of your resume. So for this example, I'm going to put in two positions, okay? So the first one is going to be a Mastery Charter School TA. So I'm currently a TA in my 10th grade year. And my second one is going to be a work-ready summer job at Cobbs Creek Summer Camp. So because the Cobbs Creek Camp was in the summer, that's going to go second. I'm going to start with what I'm currently doing, which is being a teaching assistant at Mastery. So that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to put into my resume. So first I'm going to add in the name of the organization. So for the teaching assistant position, it's going to be Mastery Charter School, Shoemaker Campus. So I'm going to put my cursor right after organization, delete, and I'm going to add Mastery Charter School, Shoemaker Campus. Okay, so you see that it kept my format of the bold of the organization. Now, if you notice, my date popped all the way down to the second line. To fix this, I'm going to put my cursor next to the 20, and I'm going to delete until it pops back up again. Okay? It's still a little bit over, so what I can do is I can just spacebar until it's all the way to the right, and then backspace again. Now I'm going to add the date that I started doing this. So I started being a teaching assistant this year. So I'm going to add the 16. So it's going to be 2016 to present. So I'm going to put my cursor next to the line. I'm going to delete, and type in my 16. So it's 2016 to present. The next thing I need to add is my title. So my title is teaching assistant. So I'm going to put my cursor next to title, delete, and add teaching assistant. It's extremely important that you're always putting your cursor next to what you're replacing it with, so you keep that format. So if I deleted all of this, I would get rid of the bold. So you always want to make sure you're keeping the format. Okay? Now that I have all that information in, I can then add in my detailed one-liners. Okay? So I'm going to delete this. Okay, so I'm going to delete the detailed bullet points right here, and I'm going to start adding in my own one-liner. Okay, so for my first one-liner, I'm going to put grade, test, and classwork for history teacher after school on Tuesdays. And then for my second one-liner, I'm going to put tutor students who need extra, so tutor students who need extra help on Thursdays after school. So there's a couple things I want to note here. As you can see, I spelled two things wrong here. What you can do is you can right click and then you can pick the correct spelling. Some of you guys are forgetting to do that in your resume, so you want to make sure you're always checking. Also, you notice that the font changed. This is happening to a lot of you guys as you type in. All you have to do is highlight the font you want to change, and then you can go up here to this box. This is the font box, and you change it to Times New Roman. So your whole resume should be in 12-point font with the font of Times New Roman. Also, I want to note that you are still currently working at this job, so I made sure to have all my action verbs be in present tense, so grade, tutor. Okay, next I'm going to add in my work-ready job. So for company organization, I'm not going to put work-ready. I'm going to put the name of the summer camp that I worked at, because if I put work-ready, my resume reviewer is not going to know where my actual job was. So I'm going to put Cobbs Creek Summer Camp. And then for my date, I'm actually going to put summer 2016 because that was the time I was working there. I was working there for the summer of 2016. And again, I'm going to move my date up so it's on the same line. So I'm going to put my cursor next to the S, and I'm going to backspace until it pops back up again. And then I'm going to space it all the way to the end. Okay, then I'm going to put my title. For my title, I'm going to put Work Ready Intern. That's where the work ready is going to come in. Okay, now I'm going to do my one-liners. Because I worked at this job over the summer, it's important that my one-liners have action verbs that are in past tense. Okay, so for my first one-liner, I'm going to put supervised, a group of 20 students. Supervise a group of 20 campers between the ages of 10 and 12. And then for my next one, I'm going to put ran arts and craft station for the campers. Okay, so as you can see here, for some reason all of my one-liners are bolded, which they shouldn't be. So to fix that, all I have to do is highlight, and then I'm going to click the B button here, which is going to unbold it. It's also not in the correct font. So again, like I said before, to fix that, we go to font, we change it to Times New Roman, and then to 12, so it matches. Okay, so here with these one-liners, these are pretty good because I'm showing the resume reviewer how many kids I was supervising at a time, what ages they were, the different things I was doing with the kids. Another one-liner you could add in here is how often you were at the summer camp. So I could put worked 5 days a week for 3 hours each day. So now they have an idea of your schedule and what you can handle at a time. Okay, so for this person, because they only have 2 work and volunteer experiences, they can then delete this one here. This is just a space holder in case somebody has more work/volunteer experience that they want to add into their resume, so that we can just delete this. Okay, so that will be the case for you guys. Let's say you only have 1, then you'll put your 1 in, and then you'll delete the other space holders.